Now, Aisha Yesufu here, and she's making a statement. So let me repeat what I always say. One, Nigeria is not sacrosanct. Good governance, accountability, and transparency are sacrosanct. After over 100 years together, it is long overdue to sit down and have the Nigerian talk. Do we want to be together or go our separate ways? And it is okay to be 36 different countries. This lady is actually making a point here. And what she's saying is actually in response to what the inflammatory statement that Gumi just made. Gumi said that Muslims, northern Muslims, don't perpetuate evil in power like the Christians and the Southerners. And that is what Aisha Yesufu is reacting to here. It's a statement that is not acceptable. It's a very bad statement coming from Ahmad Gumi here, Shigumi, and all these statements he's making are very, very religious and have tendency to cause violence. Unfortunately, where it is so difficult is that the one Nigeria they are promoting is because they themselves have benefited from one Nigeria. They're exploiting the South to impoverishing the South to maintain the center and the North. That is it. So it is a very bad statement that came from Gumi. And when Buhari was in power for the 8 years, Gumi was making statements like this himself and El Rufai of Kaduna State. Gumi was supporting terrorists, and at the point he became the spokesperson of the terrorists and the bandits before the federal government. And at the point, I think federal government under Buhari contracted him to go and be negotiating with the bandits and terrorists on behalf of government. And that is what is giving this guy power to talk like this. Even though he's a retired military officer, that doesn't give him the impetus to make statements that are inflammatory, that can cause revolution and cause crisis in Nigeria. If it's a southerner or a middle belt person that made this statement, I tell you, DSS would have gone after that person. And they will say it's blasphemy, it's inflammatory, it's causing division. But now Ahmad Gumi is making this statement and the government is behaving like they didn't hear. And this is again I see as the product of that Muslim ticket that Tinubu entered. Because Tinubu entered that Muslim ticket selfishly, for his selfish gain and not for the interest of Nigerians. And only God knows what he has signed before the Northerners accepted him on that Muslim ticket. And that is why he cannot even do anything to the Northerners, even with the vomit this guy is vomiting, Ahmad Gumi. And that is why Aisha Yesufu is coming out here that one Nigeria is not sacrosanct. Transparency, accountability, and good governance, they are sacrosanct. And so where we cannot get transparency, we cannot get good governance, we cannot get accountability, then Nigeria is not one. Something has to be done because some are cheating each other. Some are parasitic in this relationship. Some are gaining while some are losing. And that is very, very bad to Nigeria as a whole. Okay, so the statement he made here, Ahmad Gumi, is a very bad statement, and that is what Aisha Yesufu is reacting to. That after 100 years of being together, it is time to sit down at the round table and talk the Nigerian talk and know whether we are going to be together or have to go our separate ways. If we cannot break into the North, South, and Middle Belt, we can break into the 6 geopolitical zones, or we can break into the 36 states and FCT. It's okay, but the way things are going, one Nigeria is obviously a scam. And that is exactly what we are getting here. And people are already reacting to the statement made by both Gumi and Aisha Yesufu in response here. Somebody say, imagine if it were Peter Obi, or if it was Peter Obi that said Muslims shouldn't be trusted with power. I'm telling you, they would have sent DSS, they would have sent everybody, all the military forces into the southeast now, and cause problem there. I tell you. And that is why we say that one Nigeria is a scam. It's a big scam. I tell you. And somebody is saying here, those benefiting from the lie called one Nigeria are the ones upholding it. The North are the ones benefiting, yet brings nothing to the table. That's why one Nigeria is never far from their lips. Renegotiating our nationhood is long overdue. But who is going to have the power? That's why they don't want Peter Obi there. Because Peter Obi now is unpredictable. He can call for this referendum. He can call for this conference call and make everybody sit down and discuss what Nigeria. He can do all the things, even the so-called restructuring. Peter Obi had the capacity to do it, and they know that with the position of Peter Obi, if he does any of those things, the North will be finished. And I'm sure the British have been selling this idea to the North to do everything possible to stick clean to the power, because the day Nigerian divide, the day Nigerian the Southerners and the Middle Belt are allowed to go, that the North will so suffer that they will never recover again in life. And that is what they're holding on to. And that is where the British is playing the hide and seek game with them to just make sure that they remain irrelevant in power, because that is the only way they can survive. If not, one Nigeria is obviously not it at all. No, Nigeria is a scam. It's a very big scam. Okay, so somebody is saying here, they will continue to run away from this. Okay, we must face the bitter truth if we must continue. But that is it. Northern Muslims are the problem we have in this country. They use religion to perpetuate their evil plan. Let's go our separate ways. If it's sure for Northern youth, let them start agitating for separation. Then I will start to respect them, but they won't, because of fear of, the fear of losing. Yeah? But they won't, because of fear of them failing as a state. They will definitely fail. Frankly speaking, they will definitely fail. Some say Biafrans have crossed the Rubicon. We have exit Nigeria. Go have talk with your Fulani masters. That is the one coming from Biafra person there. Okay, Biafrans are gone, and I can see everything here. Wow, look at what is happening here. Okay, this is this guy. What is his name? The guy in Finland. Okay, has so many people here talking about Biafra. It's a very serious one, I tell you. Okay, and somebody said, "Don't worry, we all already know where we are going. Nigeria will separate to North and South, and North can rule over themselves happily." It will happen. It will really happen. Referendum is the only way forward. It will happen. A time will come. This sheikh need to stop stoking religious and ethnic tension. Okay? He should be arrested by the DSS. They will not arrest him because he's one of them. If it is a Southerner that made that statement, I tell you by now, police would have come for the person. Ticking bomb. That is it. The day it will explode, Nigeria will know where it belongs. Some people will soon say you are anti-Nigeria for asking this poignant question. For them, the existence of Nigeria is not negotiable. And these are the people actually from the North. Because the Middle Belt actually want to go their own separate ways as well. Yeah? So now them get the country Abi, where is Saul, okay, will come before David, and the Naira must rise in Jesus' name when we need them. So a time will come, all of this nonsense will definitely stop. And somebody say, yes, sometimes I sit and ask myself, is Nigeria cursed as a nation? And don't get me wrong, Nigerians are amazing people individually, but I mean this creation as an entity, Nigeria. Only in Nigeria we have Dubai type of Muslim. It's also in Nigeria you have the Taliban type of Muslims. They are all here in Nigeria. Very bad situation. All right, so thank you for listening, and let's have your comment. That is what Aisha Yesufu is saying in reaction to the bombshell that Sheikh Ahmad Gumi dropped against the Southerners and Southern Christians.